I recall about Christmas is that it's my favorite time of the year, to say the least. One particular Christmas, I was a huge electric football fan, and some of you are probably way too young to know about electric football, but what it is was a metal board about yay long that was lined up like a football field, had little, I guess, plastic figures that you could paint whatever your favorite teams were. So my team was the Pittsburgh Steelers, and so I had the Steelers in their home and away uniforms, all 50 players plus, all numbered exactly like their roster, and we would go to different homes and compete against each other. So this particular year, the Steelers had made the conference championship against the Miami Dolphins the previous year, and so I wanted this football board that featured the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins, and as a bonus, it included the Washington Redskins and at that time the Redskins, and now the Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. So I'm getting 4 teams for the price of 2. I see this huge board under the Christmas tree, and I am just excited, cannot wait. That's the first thing that I am going to open, is that particular present. All right. Now, what my grandmother would do, who raised us, she would have certain pieces of furniture, sofas, chairs, etc., designated for each of the children. So I knew where my chair was, etc. So all of my other gifts were not wrapped; they would be out like clothing items, etc. But then she would have so many presents under the trees. But I knew by looking at that outline, this is my football set. I tore that wrapping paper off so fast that it made your head spin, only to discover it wasn't the football set I wanted. It was a football set, but it wasn't the one I wanted. I looked at it. You can see the disappointment on my face. I started crying, bawling uncontrollably. I mean, I cried as if the world was coming to an end. And the next thing I knew, after crying for like 30 minutes, my grandmother produced another football board, the one with the Steelers and the Dolphins and the Redskins and the Cowboys, which she had all along. She had bought it, and I think what she was going to do, she never did confide in me about this, but I think what her plans were to get me the cheaper set, because we were always crunched for funds, and see if I'd be okay with that. But then when I cried the way that I did, she realized she had to give me the real thing, and so she gave me the board. I was happy now. All the tears were over, and I guess she returned the other board because I didn't need that. And I always received more presents at Christmas than anybody else, and that wasn't because I was the favorite, though I was. It was because my birthday is the day after Christmas, and they all received their gifts throughout the year, and they did not quite comprehend that this is my birthday in addition to my Christmas presents, so it's a little bit more for me under the tree. They thought they were just showing favoritism. But man, Christmas, I loved it. I would get up about 4:30, 5 in the morning, be up all day long, go to bed early, go to bed like at 5:30 when it first gets dark in Central Daylight Time in Alabama, as if Santa Claus was going to come any earlier because I went to bed earlier, you know. But I'd get up at 4:30, be up all day, go wake up everybody else, because this was my time of the year. But that year was bittersweet because I spent all that time, all that energy, all that anguish, just crying my little hearts out until finally they relented and gave me what I wanted. So the moral to that story is, if you don't get what you want, just cry and cry some more. They'll get it to you.